Uh, Hello?
I'm here. Just gotta let the dogs back in a second.
What's up to everybody hanging out? We'll be starting up in just a minute, just waiting for the last of our party members to join up. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Welcome in, Muskie. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Pesky, what's up? What's up? I know you're in here. I only got about, let's see, 9 hours left of the 30-hour challenge. Played a lot of probably 15 to 17 hours. Well, yeah, close to that. I'd say 15 hours between yesterday and today of Baldur's Gate. So over half of the challenge is going to be me playing Baldur's Gate. I haven't streamed that one. Originally it was because I wanted to get used to the game before I streamed it, and now I'm just kind of enjoying it too much, and I think I might keep it to myself. But we'll see once I get used to it, because I'm still making a lot of getting so once I start getting used to getting the hang of it, maybe I'll stream it. But been killing it in Power World. Yeah, Pesky was just playing that. In places no man should go. Been to the top of the mountains and it is good. Yeah, let's go to just chatting. I'll chat with you guys while we're waiting for the... What's up, guys? You can see me now. How's it going? Yeah, you've been playing a lot of Power World, though. Pesky, like I said, Pesky's playing that with I don't remember who she was playing with. But she was playing with some people leading up to the stream here.
BRB.
Sounds good. But yeah, we're just waiting for a couple more people here, and then we'll get started. Remember my mission. What's your mission, Muskie? We're also doing D&D live on YouTube as well today, which we don't usually do. But that's I'm excited to be able to keep these episodes on YouTube now going forward, because I know there's a lot of people that miss it. And then I know that the VODs on Twitch only stay for like 3 months, I think. So now you have a chance to, starting with this episode and forward, if you miss an episode and want to see it, you can go back as far as you need to, back to today, I should say. I suppose I could upload the ones that are available, so we'd have like another 2-3 episodes, but we'll see. It was to get a Frost Mamorous. That's right. You were talking about that on Saturday, I believe. I was a little lit up on Saturday, not gonna lie. But we had so much fun. That was such a great time. You have 2 now? Damn, nice job. Nice job. I have not been grinding that game as hard as I've been grinding Baldur's Gate. I play with Pesky off and on. I don't know, I get a little burnt out on it, honestly. But Baldur's Gate, I'm obsessed. I could play that all day. In fact, I was playing it after I signed up at work and up until like about 20 minutes ago. Oh, you hatched them both. Okay. Very nice. I think it was Iceberg that was saying that his wife is like 3 pals away from catching every pal in the game. And 2 of them, or maybe all 3 of them, she's got the breeding pair that she needs. She just needs to finish. She needs to do it. So that's kind of cool. I've been seeing so many videos on which pals are close to which Pokemon and shit like that. It's so funny. I've also been seeing a lot of like people's takes on if Nintendo / Niantic should do anything about it, and from the gist of it, it would if they were gonna do something, they probably would have done it by now, right? Like, I just got an Xbox accolade for catching 90 different pals. Nice. I don't remember. Do you know how many there are total? I don't actually know. There's also one theory that Nintendo helped, or Niantic, whatever you want to, helped create it in some way, but they don't want their name associated with it unless it's like super successful, theoretically. 111? Nice. Good to know. So you're almost there. 21? That's cool, though. Yeah, it's been so long since we played D&D, it's going to take me a minute to remember where we left off in the campaign. It's been like, it's been over a month for sure. Let's see, it looks like January 29th was the last time we played. Yeah, I was going to listen to the last episode on like episode 2 to try to catch up, but I did not. It scared the shit out of
Yeah, sorry we were delayed.
You're good.
One of us needed to partake in nature, and the other one had to give back.
Hey, you know, everything in balance, right?
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
There it is. Yep, there it is.
Give me 2 seconds. We swapped computers around.
Oh, gosh.
I started getting honey now that Peaches showed me where the bees are. Oh, very nice. Oh, there's Peaches. Hey, Peaches, what's up? Thank you for giving that shout out, Pesky. I almost did it myself. I played earlier today and I'm almost level 47. Good lord. Good lord. What's up, Peaches? Welcome in, welcome in. We're just about ready to get started here. Waiting on one more person. Peaches and Pesky acting like they haven't been playing Pal World for like 2 hours. Oh my god, it's been so long. But yeah, sorry I gotta look at my face a little longer. We're almost ready here. Just waiting on one more person. So I chat with you guys. We never get to talk anymore, you know?
So how's everybody's week been?
Not too bad. How about you?
I mean, I dealt with a lot of square pegs and round holes today.
I'm getting double. Sorry, guys. I fixed it. Sorry, guys. That was awful.
Or round holes with square pegs. One of those.
Square pens would be helpful.
But it all fits into the square hole, so it doesn't matter.
As long as someone's enjoying the pegs.
Yeah.
Yeah, some more than others. How are you feeling, Elliot?
Doing alright. Got my printer up and running, which is nice. Keep printing out random little bits and pieces.
Nice, nice.
Discovered a free model for, y'all know, like,
I have the joke of the day
wooden
for you. All right,
rail
let's hear it,
track
Muskie. Let's hear
for
the joke of the day.
trains.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a plastic model for that. So you can just print out any quantity, any shape or turns or anything like that. So that's great.
Nice.
But what will Thomas the Tank Engine do now?
Yeah. Doesn't isn't getting funded like he needs, it's gonna get rusty.
It's post-apocalyptic anyway.
Yeah.
Why can't the U.S. and the UK play
Sentient trains.
chess?
I mean, they'll figure it out.
I don't know. Why can't the U.S. and the UK play chess?
Still blows my mind that George Carlin was the conductor and the narrator in those. Such a weird pull.
Because they're missing a queen and two
In the American
towers.
version?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
bad.
I prefer the British
That's.
version.
I mean, that's good though. But that's
Didn't know there
so
was
bad.
one.
Originally.
I'm not gonna lie though. I like that one. I like that one. That's pretty bad.
He is the fat conductor
in a good
that.
way. Yep, I like that one. I like that one.
Yes, that's always been his name. Sir Topham Hatt, the Fat Conductor.
But they don't call him Sir Topham Hatt outside of like the introduction to him. All throughout the series, all I heard was the Fat Conductor. It was like they just shamed him, or it was an
I think they're
ounce
talking
of
about
pride.
Thomas
I
the
have
Tank
not figured
Engine.
out which, but it makes me smile. You guys ever played the game Kenshi?
No, I don't think so. It sounds familiar though.
It's a very different game. There's no point. Literally no point. You start and it never tells you what you're supposed to do. Even when you accomplish goals, it's never really a thing. Like, the game's start is pretty much its end. You could end on day 2 as a winner. You just have to decide that you're a winner and you've accomplished your goal.
Oh, interesting.
That is bizarre.
Game is awesome though.
Why even play?
Huh?
It's futility.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting. Are we full up? We are full up.
Yes, we are.
Well, what the heck? What did you do last time, folks?
Good question.
Well,
It's been a tick. We skipped a session or two there.
per my notes on, it looks like 120, but my note says 129.
Yep, 129.
We go to the nearest locksmith to show them the symbol we saw on the key. Aspara Almar is the woman we need to find in the trades ward after showing the locksmith the symbol. She tells us that Volkar Kibbins belongs to the key. He lives in an abandoned windmill in the south ward. I turned into a cat, hopped through a busted window, almost became someone's meal, got away from them, found a fancy locked room and a bunch of bird poop. Let's see. I turn back into my normal self and the whole gang goes to the place. Man tells us the key belongs to Wasser. Says they were breaking into some graves to look for bones. Wasser hit a rat, took a stone, froze for a second, and then said job was done and walked away. He tells us to go to Dandy Mop's wig shop. In the trades ward, there's a secret door that leads to his lair. Looks like there was somebody watching us above the store. I noticed them because we made eye contact. And that's where we ended. Was probably going to that store. That's all I got.
You found Dandy Mops. You saw that it was closed and locked, I believe. and we're trying to figure out how to get in. Realizing that a shop door that's just in the middle of a street and there's like people around is kind of hard thing to break into, but there's not that many people necessarily, and maybe there was a way to time your entrance or cause a distraction or otherwise make everyone look left when you go right.
We also grabbed food across the street and noticed the thing in the sky.
Yep. Well, so you're having a little midday snack, thinking about how to handle a front door.
Yep.
Well, hit me with your best shot. What you gonna do?
Is there a
I'm
waiter?
gonna cast produce flame. No, just kidding.
Just start
Jeez.
throwing fire around.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is there a waiter?
A waiter at the little restaurant you're at? Are you at a restaurant? Or are you? I was thinking. If I remember, you kind of went for the food truck situation and found a spot to sit.
That's right. I forgot you guys were saying
I
that
didn't know.
last time. I think that was
I
last
didn't
time.
remember that much.
I did see him in person once after that, and he loved that you guys like his
Feels like
voice
it's
so much.
been a little more of the vibe of this group to not be waited upon. Do we have Holomir here? I see you're muted, so I just don't know.
Hey, Brad, I see you. I see you on the YouTube side. I'm paying attention today.
Maybe
What's
you
up,
can
man?
talk. There you are.
Oh.
Come here.
Okay, perfect.
Is there another shop around?
Certainly.
What type of shop are we looking at again?
A wig shop.
Dandy Mops. It's a wig shop.
All right. I would go over to one of the other shops, go inside and see if I can get one of the people inside's attention.
Sure. I mean, if you walk into a store, that's usually a way to get someone's attention.
Pardon me, I do apologize. I noticed that the shop across the street is no longer open, and I was wondering when it would be, if you had any inkling to that. I was hoping for a new headpiece.
Oh, yeah, they have some strange hours. They come and they go. I don't really worry too much. Not too much competition for me here.
Boom! Shaka!
What is the shop? What shop did you just walk into?
Something
More-
that's not a wig shop.
Yes. I'm making you. What did you walk into? You weren't thinking about it. You just were like, well, this shop's closed. Let's go next door. And you walked in. Your eyes looked up and you adjusted. And what shop is this?
It's a brothel.
All right.
You harlot.
It's an animal brothel.
You dirty.
Oh my god.
What?
Wow. That went sideways. fast.
Roselle is real
Do you want to
conflicted on
let
how
me
to
have
feel.
construction of your environment again?
Please
It's
don't.
a furry, friendly situation.
Ever want to be with a wolf? Or did you want to be with a guy? I can handle either way.
They all recognize Roselle
God.
because she's a regular.
Roselle's just waiting until she can be a bear.
I mean, suddenly it makes sense why Mort has been hitting on Roselle. I totally get it.
Yeah, no, yeah. Weird hours. Is there a way to get an appointment there or anything similar?
I mean, sure. I mean, you probably just have to wait till they open. If they didn't have any signage saying when they were, open for business, you might just have to just if you're that desperate for a dandy mop,
Oh,
I
it just got
guess
done with some
you just
Power World.
have
Nice.
to
I saw you and Pesky
set
were
up shop
and
there for a minute and wait
Peaches were playing
for
that. I
them.
think Shiny might have been in there too.
I mean, I see them once.
Hope you guys are having
or twice
fun with that. I
week,
was playing a
maybe
lot of
come in
Baldur's
there.
Gate
They
3
open up for
personally.
a few hours, like I said, pretty strange hours that they run. I don't know how you can make money in a business that way.
You wouldn't happen to know the owner's name? I could send them a paper bird.
I think the guy's name is Dan.
Middle initial D, last name Mop.
Yeah.
It was fun, Peaches. Oh, okay.
Inside chat.
Thanks, Red. Thanks for the Rickroll. And this guy records words from me saying,
Yep.
"This is
Very
Dark
nice.
Side. Calling, answer your phone."
5 on insight. Doesn't
I got
seem like
halfway
he's
through the
lying to
breeding
you.
process for it. Anubis for Pesky.
Mort
Nice.
just assumes this guy's
Very
an idiot
nice.
then.
Jay.
49ers.
Thank you very much for your
Why
time.
are you all laughing? What is
You don't have to leave so soon.
Thank you,
I
Pesky,
mean,
for giving that shout out to Rad.
there's
Appreciate
plenty
it.
of business to be had in
Rad's
other
both on the
ways.
Twitch and YouTube side. Appreciate
I do
you, man.
understand, but unfortunately, I don't think that this is my type of scene. So I will be on my way.
I mean, we could put some sheets up and tidy up a room. It doesn't have to be your scene.
Mort leaves.
Hate to watch you go.
Mort switches on his last step out. Just a little bit of hip into it.
But I love to watch you walk away, is what you were trying to go for there?
Yeah, that's what I was waiting.
Yeah. Hate to see you go. Love to watch you walk away or something.
Hate to see you leave, but I love to watch you go.
There you go. Okay. So that is ye old next door furry brothel.
Floaty McFloaterson still in the sky?
Are you staring and watching?
I would walk back to the group, but I would catch a glance on the way. I would assume that the group was still keeping an eye on it.
Well, let's see. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think you catch an occasional eye stalk or something there. They're keeping as low and just really poorly hidden, but they're not being obvious. You're able to, you've seen them. You've kind of broken that barrier. You're not, is someone there? Where are they? You're looking
It's like one of those
actively.
honky tonk badonk tonk. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was thinking about too.
Well, this place apparently opens once to twice a week. Getting in might be a little difficult. Apparently the owner is a dandy mop.
I thought that
Well,
was the
that's
name of
annoying.
the store.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you if the boy inside that was answering questions was an idiot or not. He may have partaken in one too many options.
I don't know what that means, but I'm okay not knowing. So what are we gonna do, people? I mean, do we sit here and wait for this once a week business to open? Do we... I mean,
Wait
I
until
really...
nighttime and break in.
Yeah, that would be my
Damn.
second option.
You recall when you went to the front door, it was locked with a pretty standard-looking iron gate with a lock on the door.
Are there windows?
Behind the locked gate,
Are there openings within this gate? Like little gaps?
yes, but think about it like a gate in front of a locked door. It's
Got
not an open air, like it's bars, right? So you could easily slip through them, but then you would just be on the other side of the bars staring at a locked door.
Got it.
I see where you were going with that.
You never know, though. I mean, you're in the trades ward, so you're still in Neverwinter. Neverwinter? Waterdeep. You're still in
Waterdeep,
Waterdeep. There's always alleys. There's always back doors, side doors. I mean, you can certainly try to
I'm loving
scope out
these
the place and
quotes
see if
from
there's a
Whiskey
different
from
way for a
Star
small
Wars.
creature to infiltrate.
So good.
I don't know. It's just the way you make it sound makes me feel
Makes
like
it
maybe
sound
that's
difficult.
not the right idea.
I don't know. I'm just
So,
telling you
I
what.
mean-
I'm just throwing ideas out there for you.
Have we ever made the right decision though? Like,
Can we look around for this secret door that the guy was talking about?
Who was talking about a secret door?
Isn't that what there was a secret door? Something in your notes? Was that what that was, Roselle? Or
Secret door? Hold on.
that's right. Yeah, I knew that was your other Conrad. Thank you for reminding me.
or maybe it's
Yes,
secret
we do need to do
entrance
that.
on Dandy
Secret. I think it's a secret entrance inside.
I
Once we're
gotcha.
inside.
I have. I think I've gone live on there twice. I grinded for that 1,000. I went on live on there twice, and I was like, eh. But I'd be willing to go back. I'm not even on there much anymore. But I'd be willing to go back.
Which brings me right back to my question of what the fuck are
What
we doing?
You stand between a locked door and your objective. How do you succeed?
You
A
know?
locked door in public.
Yeah.
No, it's
Hey,
not
Maris,
like, I mean,
what do you think?
You guys had a good point with the in the light of day. Like, unless we distract everybody or something like that, I don't know if this is a good idea right now. Maybe we come back when it's dark or something.
Did I phone my 2 allied contacts to watch the building and wait for his return, and then once they see him, like enter, like send us a paper bird or something?
Do something like that
you
too.
want to pull some strings.
Yeah. So we don't have to wait and we don't have to stand around here and wait around here for a week for him to show up.
Yeah, we got birds of our own. We don't need your allies.
We thought about that, but the problem is it's like the middle of the day, so like somebody would
It's
see
not
us
like
do
we're
that and
that
we'd
far
get in
from-
trouble.
Home base, right? So if we have people kind of just hanging around doing whatever they want to do, but watching when he arrives, they can send us a paper bird, and then we can make our way to the.
I mean, you're
See, that was going to be
halfway
my
down the
suggestion:
wrong
is one
side
of
the
us just
city.
goes and does something crazy on the other side of the street, and then somebody else kicks in the door and goes in.
But I mean, you could certainly put someone up here to post up. The timing, you know that the dude ran with the key, or the stone rather.
Mm-hmm.
You went from the City of the Dead, the mausoleum, which had been fairly recently violated and had some stuff stolen,
Mm-hmm.
because that's where the rat had just been. Tracked the key to, I think, the southern ward, to the windmill, and now you've tracked that back down to the trades ward to the shop. So in theory, the dude with the key with the stone is downstairs, is in this building, is the standing assumption.
Is there a
The
place
risk-
to get a paper bird close by?
Is there a place to buy one?
Yeah, I'd like to get a paper bird.
Sure.
That's okay, Rad. It's all good.
Did you happen to bring them?
I mean, do they die? I assume we were just keeping them in our pockets or something.
It's a magical piece of paper. I think you were given like 4 right off the bat.
Oh, we've only sent out 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know. I didn't keep it in my inventory. I'm assuming we've been tracking this stuff.
I
Yeah.
didn't.
But yeah, you could certainly. I mean, if for some reason you didn't have them, do you forget you all have a bag of holding, or you do not?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So, I mean, that's one of those things. Like, would you necessarily have brought one of your magically infused pieces of paper just in your backpack, or
I mean, we're carrying everything else.
Yeah, where the fuck else
Yeah.
would we leave it? I mean, I'm not leaving it in a room somewhere, so I would assume that one of us would be carrying it. Who?
maybe you got a bar? You got places you can leave things.
Yeah,
we
but
don't do that shit.
well, I was gonna say that hasn't been super. Yeah, I don't feel safe about that.
Right.
You got a whole
Well,
crew of people with trust issues, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be tracking your weight limits.
I mean,
How
I'm sure
many-
I would have clothes at the house, but clothes are not important.
Well, yes, a paper bird. You are in the trades ward. Like, you're in the place you go.
Yeah,
when you
right. I
wanna buy
remembered.
stuff. So
I forgot about
you
that.
can certainly find
Every time up until last time
you
when
know,
I
on
think
this
you were in
street or the
Pesky's stream,
next,
and I was like, oh, that's right, and
a
I've
shop
remembered ever
with some
since.
spare paper birds.
I finally got it.
I would send 2. The first one to the beholder watching Dandy Mops. Hello. I hope this message finds you in good faith. We see you. Can we chat? The second one to the owner of Dandy Mops. We're outside of your store, but there's a beholder looking at it. Please contact the police for more assistance.
So I'm going to hold you to this, except I'm going to ask a question.
Yep.
Because I'm gracious. You are saying the word beholder.
Well,
Does
that's what
more.
that's what you said it was. That's what we identified it as when we looked up and saw it.
I guess Morris said it looks like a mini beholder. But he did tell us what it was called at one point in time. I don't know if that was an accident or if we know.
Well,
in the game.
you had a direct encounter with a small version called a gazer in the sewers a long time ago.
Is that what we're seeing?
Polymere has given you the description in glance, and it didn't sit still for a picture, right? But he aimed and he called it a mini beholder.
Then to the mini beholder.
You could infer that he could have been talking about a gazer. I expect that wouldn't be outside of the realm of possibility if you talked it over with him and reminded him he'd seen one.
We know that this thing will likely turn off magic if it looks at it, right?
You have been the target of some of the rays of a gazer before. I don't think you got an anti-magic field zapped at you. I think you got...
I don't actually know if a gazer has an anti-magic field, so
Yep. You don't. I don't think you would. I don't think that's a very well-known piece of information, so...
Whatever we saw in that sewer is the same kind of thing following us now. This is what I would try to put across as best I could.
Yep.
Yeah. Honestly, I just want it to get hit in the eye with a paper bird.
Oh my god.
All right, so you scribe your letter and you activate it, and it flips up into a bird and kind of spirals up, and you kind of lose it on top of the building. I'm going to be gracious because you've seen it. I don't know if a generic statement would quite work that way with a paper bird.
Not a clue. It's the other message that I actually want to follow where the bird goes and try and keep an eye on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's according to the text of paper bird, you have to have the name.
I'm not going
of the
to, but I really,
recipient.
really, really want to, like, I'm not
So,
going to,
the
but I want to take one of
thing
these
floating above
magic
the
piece of
shop,
paper
the
and send
bird
it
is
off, and
kind
it
of
says, "Oh, we've been trying to
fluttering
reach you,
faintly.
but your card's extended warranty."
Okay. If I know that, then I would actually
I'm not
send
gonna do
it to...
He's probably gonna hold it to me if I make that joke, so I'm not gonna do it.
What is
I'm
that
not gonna
lady
do it.
that pissed me off at the beginning of the campaign? The
Ooh,
Black
ooh.
Staff. She's the one that's in charge of
That's a good question. I've been picturing like
what was that group
pigeons,
that we tried to sign you up for?
like carrying pigeons is what
Yeah,
I've been
you
picturing.
signed
Or
Serena
like
up with
if you've
Force
seen
Prey.
Harry Potter, the
Yeah, they're run by
little
the Black
paper
Staff,
airplanes that fly through the
Holy crap.
offices
Making me dig into
in
some
some of the
notes.
later ones. I was picturing that.
The factions of Waterdeep. Force Grey is run by Vajra.
Yeah.
Maybe a combo of those two things
Vajra.
together.
Black Staff.
Yeah. Then I would send it the second or the first message to them and say there is a creature hiding itself in magic located outside of Dandy Mops. Please send somebody to deal with.
Signed. Your bestie, Mort.
Signed, a concerned citizen. Mort's not putting his name on that shit.
Okay. So you write up a bird, try to send it off to Vajra. Yeah, I mean, I think it would flutter off.
And then the second one would go to the owner of Dandy Mop. Dandy Mop. And then I want that, like I said, that's the one that I would want to keep an eye on to see if it actually did go into the residence or if it went somewhere else.
Well, I think that one's gonna have a hard time.
You
It
mean
does,
the guy
doesn't
who
it?
owns the shop's
It
name
really
is
does.
not D&D Mop?
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
it kind of flips up and maybe for lack of a better destination just tries to go to the front door, but you get a feeling when you kind of activate it, when you trigger it, like you gave it at least a an ownership, a business location. It's weird that a paper bird would understand that much, but it pretty much just goes right out to the front door of Dandy Mops, flops down, and let's see. I think it has
Lame,
a time
that
limit.
furry you got intel from sucks.
I bet he does.
Yeah, it kind of just circles around the front door to Dandy Mops. If it stops moving, it dies. And it doesn't know who to go to specifically, but you said Dandy Mops. So it's kind of just fluttering outside of the front door.
Are you telling me that this bird is trying to not die?
It is a magical item. Its
That's trying
existence
not to
is
die.
very limited, and if it stops moving, then it will incinerate. because it failed to give its, to succeed in its mission. So it's going to last as long as it can in an attempt to deliver its message.
I do not remember what the homeless people's employer's name was. If somebody'd like to send a paper bird to that individual, we could see if it goes inside. Does anybody remember the homeless people's employer?
It's in Brit's notes. She said it when she's reading that shit.
Losser?
Yeah.
Awesome. Would you like to send that individual a note? We can track the bird as best we can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Are we able to recover that one that didn't get where it wanted to go? So we don't have to burn a paper on it?
Good question.
No, I think you lost
Okay,
it.
okay. Just checking.
Alright, so we'll send a paper bird to Vassar? Whatever. Losser. Not Vassar. Losser.
That's a good idea, Muskie. I like that. That makes sense too.
What do we say, Kemusabi?
Yep, what's your letter?
Get your ass
we-
over here with that goddamn key. No, I'm just kidding.
We tell him that the
Spicy.
two dipshits back at his house have us outside here waiting for him. And maybe it confuses him enough to be like, what the fuck, and come out here to see what's going on. We just bum rush him.
I would
Ooh.
simply say your assistance is required outside of the facility. Your assistants have arrived outside the facility. Meet them.
Perfect.
That'll work.
That'll be just dandy.
Does the bird go into Dandy Mops?
Well, the bird was sent to Losser.
That's a good point. We don't know how they work.
And
It's kind of this
Ugh.
messaging system that just exists in this place, and it says in our background paperwork probably somewhere that
I'll be honest,
would have to read again
I think
to
if we were playing
remind
a
myself.
more thought out campaign, I might put some significant limitations on the paper bird, because that is just a very broken little magical item to just go find anybody at any time. But for the sake of this little thing, I think it basically just goes and just flutters right next to the other bird that's waiting for the owner of Dandy Mops.
Oh, awesome.
So it kind of just like, however this weird magic works, it just kind of goes over to the front door and starts flittering right in front of the door. Now there's two.
So that means he's gotta be here, right?
Or this place is called Losses as well.
I'm a what?
I'll be honest, I don't know what to do. We're in the middle of a road. We can't get in without creating it some type of thing, and we're not trying to do that. I got nothing, folks. Anybody else got an idea on something that we can do other than wait till night and maybe come back to find out that they've left?
Yeah.
and break in now?
In the middle of the day.
Someone could try to do some sort of distraction, and then somebody else try to get in while everyone's looking a different way.
Can't you, like, sing and play your bongos or something over here and no one will look over there?
Yeah, go like walk off a few feet. Just start playing and see people crowd around you. Have you
I
seen in
believe
front
that
of this
there
many
are
people
rules
before?
on that in this town.
Oh.
Does anybody else feel like that's a terrible idea, or is that just me? No? Okay.
Personally, I don't enjoy
Is
the
there
idea of
another
spending
idea?
the night in prison.
No, that's my whole point. I don't want to go to jail for this.
This this building, like, yeah, so we're on a street. Is there anything behind the building? Is it just more buildings, more streets, or is it just kind of like up against, like, I don't know, just a wall? Can we
The
walk around and just kind of scope it out?
generally, and as I'm saying this, I'm going to pull up the interactive map and just see if it's going to contradict me. But most of Waterdeep is buildings with alleys. So there's almost always a back door or a side alley or something. Looking at the interactive map, yeah, it seems to agree. You're kind of at the bottom left corner of the City of the Dead. You're right over here. There's definitely a little spot. You could try to go in the back alley, see if there's a back door. You could be a little bit more stealthy, less obvious in breaking in.
Do we find anything when we go around back?
I'll give you a little blue line. Whoops, I am on the GM layer. You can't see that. Don't worry about why I was on that. Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm starting to worry because I didn't take my worrying meds today.
It won't let me leave the line there. Oh wow, that was a lot more than I expected. Alright, well, you're about there. Anyway, yes, you can get to the back door. And it's not exactly a common thing. I mean, the back alleys in this area aren't like the Troll Skull Alley where it's where everybody goes and a lot of shops are that way. This is definitely, more of a service entrance. There's other shops. You're connected to the back of every shop on this block, this quadrant. You see there's a high window with some bars on it, and there's a back door with and you see a back door. You assume it's locked.
Plan when we get in here.
What was that?
What are we planning once we get inside? Like, are we gonna fight people in here?
I'd prefer not to, but that's your specialty.
Well, I mean, if we go into this place that we are obviously not wanted since everything is locked, are we not starting a fight? So shouldn't we be ready for that?
That's kind of my point. I don't really want to break into this building.
Nor do I.
My philosophy is usually, I'm gonna meet you with the same energy that you met me, right? These motherfuckers broke into that, although it's a grave, right? So who gives a shit? They're dead. But they broke in there and they stole something that we were supposed to get now multiple times. So in my mind, like, we're just bringing back the same energy they already brought.
I like where his head's at.
And yet, if something were to happen and the City Watch got involved, we would be the ones arrested.
I can't really tell you why I have a bad feeling about it. I just really do.
The thingy up in the sky still?
See, you don't see it at the moment.
Okay, so why don't the two of you who aren't really into the idea of going in this motherfucker maybe keep watch, and the three of us who can go in more stealthily, maybe? And we can keep the fucking sending stones in opposite hands here so we can talk to each other about it?
I'd say that's a great idea.
Let's go with that then. You guys are wanting to get in.
My only issue is that we need you to get in there, Serena. Like, you fucking touch locks and they fall apart. I don't know how to do that shit. So.
It's true.
I know you don't really like this idea, but you don't have to go in with us. Just get us in there.
But I have to get you through the gate and then through the door, and I'm telling you, I have a bad feeling about this.
No. We're going through the back door, bro.
There's still a gate on the back door.
I thought that one was just locked. Or
Back door doesn't have the big obvious gate, but it does have some locks.
It's probably locked, right? We haven't checked necessarily, but I mean, like, why wouldn't it be? But then, so you're just getting us through a door. No gate. We're in the back. It's not super obvious.
Why don't we do a quick group stealth check to see?
I don't
Before
remember,
that, I
Muskie,
wanted to
what the
say
thing in the sky
that
is.
I was going to give bardic inspiration to the three that were going in and Serena since she's got to pick a lock.
Do you have those to give?
I had 5.
Okay.
E.
Do you need a stealth check from me since I'm not going in?
Yeah, we're gonna do a group from everybody, just to kind of nonchalantly go into this alley that's not really a public alley, just to make sure there's no flubs and immediate attention.
Hey,
brought
Caitlin,
to
thank you. Yeah,
Very
I've been
nice
playing. I
19
bought
+ 7 from
Baldur's Gate
Olivier.
on Saturday, so then
14,
Sunday I played that
12,
literally all
15,
day.
14.
So that was like
it was a little
11
above
hours,
average
and then I
for-
played it
for
again
me.
today. Thank you, Pastor, giving the
Wait
shout out. I was
for
just
a
working on
brief
it.
lull in the crowd. Everybody's looking.
So yeah, we've
right,
been burning the
everybody else
midnight
is
oil.
looking left. You just kind of slip in by, and
We'll get there.
nobody seems
We're
to
almost
really
there.
care any which way. The alley behind this one isn't the most. Nah, we won't do that. You can figure out which building is which. I'm not gonna make you do that. But yeah, you get in there. You kind of work your way through. It's a little bit of a different shaped alley. It takes a minute to figure out which way you were. You had to go to the other side of the block, turn around. But yeah, you come up to the back door of this place, and I don't know that they're, this isn't like
Thanks so much,
a
Caitlin.
shopping
I
mall
appreciate
where you
that.
get back behind
Appreciate
the
that.
scenes and you have everything's labeled.
We've been raising a lot of money too. We
you
got
can
about
tell it's
120
daily
bucks
bucks.
between our two accounts on Twitch, and
based
then
on some,
between our two
the
Facebook
garbage out the back just
fundraisers, I
has a
think we got
couple
about 400. So we're
spent
over 500
weeks.
bucks donated now, so I'm very excited about that as well.
But yeah, if Serena wants to walk
It's
up
been a
to
really
the back
successful
door,
fundraiser, and I really appreciate all the support from you
fiddle
guys.
with the handle, try to break in. You could do that with relative
Yeah, I'm pretty proud
ease,
of
as this
that.
is not a
I'm
very
excited
busy
that it's
back
going so
alley.
well.
How many spent wigs are in there, and can I take a few with me in like a bag of some sort? If I got a bag, or if I gotta fucking make one out of my cloak, kind of thing. I just want to take a few wigs with me in case I get caught. I can be like, "Oh, I'm just here delivering this shit."
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, you go in there, and there's some spent wigs, man. A variety of different reasons for being spent. Some of them are burnt. Some of them are just real bad cuts. Some of them have bubble gum stuck in the hair.
I'll try to stay away from the bubblegum and the burnt, but the bad cuts, I can just kind of fold them and make them look like they're halfway decent. At first glance, you know.
What
Okay.
on earth are you doing, Halamir?
Well, if someone questions me as to why I'm in there, at least maybe I'll have a half-ass excuse. Because I'm here delivering these fucking wigs.
Don't you want a clean wig?
All I'm
I
thinking
just
about
haven't got
is
to
if you
that
guys have
point
ever
yet, but I
seen it, it's
figured you
that
could do that.
it's that like interview with Elijah Wood and
Prestidigitation of
the other guy,
wigs.
and he's like,
Okay.
"Do you have
they
wigs?
weren't necessarily super
Have you fun
filthy
wigs?
right off the bat.
Will you wear wigs?"
But it was the one garbage
For some
can
reason,
out
that's
the
just
back, so
popped
there
in my
was
head
some
just
food
now with this
leftovers and
conversation.
other things.
Yeah, I can get the gum out of it.
You now have a couple of poorly cut, clean, relatively to say, clean wigs.
I'm the newest young wig designer on the scene.
Exactly. It's all about branding. So is Serena checking the door?
I just
Gonna try to
pushed-
unlock it?
I
We gotta-
unlocked it. I mean, I don't know. I did a 16. I don't know if that unlocks it.
So
Reminder,
you walk
you
up.
do have Bardic Inspiration, and it only lasts for 10 minutes. All
Okay,
of you.
but I don't. I did not remember how to use it. So
Roll a d6 and add it on.
So yeah, you can choose to use it
Nice.
immediately.
21.
Oh,
And Day's got some reason. Day just triggered a 1 on his 6. I wonder what Day's up to.
Yeah. Why did you use Inspiration Day?
because you inspired all, so I thought I'd put it on the stealth. I don't know. I didn't know if it would help.
So yeah,
Ignore
Serena
me.
walks up to the locking mechanism that's on there, and with a 21, realizes that there's 2 locks. It's a back door. It's a trades ward, but it's a pretty obscure back
Yeah, he
door.
is
Easy
musky.
to someone to try to break in. So there's actually 2 deadbolts on here. One of them clearly is the original. That would probably be fairly easy to do. Second one's kind of an add-on aftermarket. You kind of makes you wonder why a dude running a wig shop would need to secure it so well, and then you remember here because this contains a secret door into a lair of some guy or something like that. So the second lock suddenly makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, with a 21, you managed to choose the aftermarket upgraded lock, and you take a minute and you get it in there, and you feel like you're coming kind of close to the tension. You're feeling it slips a little bit. You go back and forth, but you do manage to get it out without snapping your equipment in the lock. So you got the top one open. You can make a second check of the same sleight of hand to get the standard deadbolt. You're feeling pretty cocky coming off the first one. Spin your equipment around, fling them in the air a little bit, crack your knuckles, pop them right in the lock, and it just doesn't want to give. You're plinking and you're scraping in there and you're popping and you're locking and
Thanks, Pesky.
one of your
Nah,
one of your
getting
picks
wiggy
just
with
gets
it.
bent all out of shape.
You guys are writing songs in the chat. I love it.
You haven't ruined the lock, but you did ruin your pick.
So I haven't ruined the lock, but I've ruined one of my picks, and I can't get this fucking door open. So I don't know what to tell you guys. I got one of them open, but I can't get the other lock.
If anybody else has a set, they can give it a shot, or you can use alternative means of opening a door.
I don't think no one else knows how to do that.
I don't know how, but I do have a set of lock picks I could try.
I know how I don't have a set of lock picks.
we got such a weird crew going here. What's this thing in my backpack? Oh, are these like what you use? I don't know. This is so silly.
I've been practicing. That's why I have them. But I don't use them.
These aren't for knitting? Damn.
So more going at it with thieves' tools check. Interesting. Is it giving you 2 on your proficiency, or 2 on your ability score? Is that your dex?
It should have given me proficiency. It didn't.
Well, if you've got proficiency in it,
I am.
you got a fresh set, so yeah, I mean that's fine.
So then, yeah, that'd be a 13.
It should have added your dex on top of that, which is 0. So it did. That was your proficiency of 2.
Ah, good call.
Oh,
Dex of
got it.
0. Got to check the sheet. It is enough though, just barely. You don't take a whole heck of a lot. Serena just missed it by a hair. It's just an old standard lock, just crappy little thing. It just had a little bit of rust or something, and she caught it wrong and got it bent out of shape. But we'll say she loosened it up for you.
And I will give her Roselle's lockpick set and just look at Roselle and go, this is probably not suited for you.
You're probably right.
All right. Then Mort manages to pop the second lock. Plan. You got 2 unlocked locks.
Maris, do you want to check and see if there's a trap and maybe open her up?
Yep, I will check for traps first.
Okay. Make a target
Right.
check. Oh.
Can I give him an assist since I'm still standing in the fucking doorway?
I mean, you're better at it if you want to do it.
I think you're taking the lead here.
Okay.
Day's got it.
What's the check? Remind me? Sorry.
Investigation or the other one?
Or perception or something like that.
Perception or investigation.
Perception is with your eyes. This is definitely.
Okay.
Well, why don't you describe it? What are you doing? Are you looking around really well to see if there's anything, or are you manipulating the handle and the lock and trying to physically inspect it?
I'd rather.
Elbowing shit?
Oh yeah.
Because
I'm better at perception. That's why I'm trying to figure out a way to.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
maybe it's me walking in the I'm in front with the door being open right now, so maybe I'm the one doing the investigation and.
Yeah, that would make more sense to me.
Well, if you're assisting him, then he's got advantage on his check.
I'm standing in the back
Yes,
watching you
sorry,
guys
I'm
do
getting
this.
Confused.
I'm standing in the back watching you guys do this. Palmir turns to me and asks me to do it. I think it makes more sense for you to do it, but I'm happy to do it.
I guess I was just looking for someone who had who was good at it.
Yeah, I'm not good at this. I'm better at perceiving more than
and I'm
this.
yes, and I can investigate. I'm just Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Okay, well then never mind. Then I will fucking assist you in investigating for traps.
Okay, 23.
All right. So a little bit of bumbling. Sean.
You'd think we never fucking did this before.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, I don't know all my friends' abilities here.
No, that's all right. It's good. I mean, you don't know each other that well. You've been hanging out with each other for a couple weeks. You own a bar together, but you still don't know what you're all doing with each other.
We don't break into
Hasn't
things
it
that
been like
often.
2 months or some shit?
There was some downtime in there.
And I'm really
Yeah.
not into breaking into
Elf.
fucking buildings.
Thought the elf was
And
gonna
yet
get it.
you make locks
Whatever.
disappear.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 23 on the investigation there with advantage with Hollum. You're kind of looking over your shoulder. Yeah, no, that's definitely. Oh, yep, yep. Holomir's just yes-manning you from behind here. You know, you kind of get your fingers in there, you get your lock picks, you kind of flinging them like a tuning fork on the handle to see what it sounds like. You're just making stuff up as you go along with it too, but it looks good to the rest of them. But yeah, you don't see any traps. You kind of finger the door frame and everything, and seems pretty solid. Seems clear.
Did she moisten it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you've got some oil, you can lube those gears.
Like pulls one of those little fucking
Like
oil
this
things,
chat
like,
karaoke going on.
on the bottom.
Like Wizard of Oz
Whiskey's
style.
on a vacation far away.
Yep.
See, this
Seems
is why
fine.
I chose Daenerys, but whatever, it's cool. Alright, I'll fucking open the door then after we're done checking her out.
All right. An hour later, you get in the door. Yeah, you walk into the back door of Dandy Mops. You step in, and it's fairly dark. I mean, you've got light from the outside, and there's some dusty windows. It's not pitch black, but Serena leading the way doesn't have dark vision, but it's not impossible to see around.
Do the paper birds zip around and in the room or into this way?
I'm not sure if the paper birds are still functioning after
Somehow
just kind
that
of
did
hovering
not
for 10
scare me.
minutes there.
I didn't see it coming, but it did not trigger me. I don't know. That was weird.
They
Also, I
tried
don't
to
know why
survive
that
as long
announcement
as
went
they
twice.
could,
Sorry,
they
guys.
died.
Yeah. There's got to be some limitations on them. They can sit at the front door for so long.
You know, it would make more sense if it was like a day thing. You know what I mean? Like you send it, it takes a day to get there, and then takes a day for them to answer. It's not like an instantaneous kind of thing, you know? It would
Yeah,
have
I
to,
mean, like I said, if this was
follow the path of-
long-running campaign, I would make a lot more defined rules on the paper birds, but they serve their purpose for you. You confirmed that Losser was in the building, or that was the door by which you could find them anyway. But yeah, you do walk in. You walk into the back room of Dandy Mops. You see some boxes, lots of storage. Another door off to the front of the storage room seems to lead to the back, to the front area, the displays. You see many fine wigs displayed all around. Some of them are, they've been put into a glass case to try to make them look a little bit more special. But it's an empty shop as far as you can tell from, where people are supposed to be.
So are we all crowding in here, or are we letting...
You guys
How-
probably should hide in here somewhere, rather than just stand outside the back of a shop, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks
Loitering.
suspicious that way.
And then we'll get moving. Just try to search the place out a little bit. Let you know when you can keep moving forward, kind of thing. Which way to go.
2 out for recon, 3 inside for exploration.
Does that sound alright to you guys?
Yes.
Yep.
I think we should use kind of the same system we did in the grave. You know, Roselle, you're less noticeable if you're something else, and then we'll just trail behind you and keep you safe.
Yeah.
I would maybe make a noise rather than say words on the sending stone to make sure the others don't get caught because of talking on it. You know what I mean? Like if we should have a signal.
Count the static. Well, yeah. Why don't the 3 of you who are going in independently make either a perception or investigation check?
Thought we were all going in.
Well, we're
Yeah, I thought
in,
we-
but the rest of us are gonna keep. The 3 of us are gonna go forward, and you guys are gonna wait.
Yeah.
And go behind.
We're gonna close the door.
Yeah.
Smart.
More. 18 with the eyeballs, 19 with the eyeballs, 15 with the eyeballs. With a pretty decent average there for the checks. You kind of go into the shop. The 3 of you decide to go and actually investigate. Hollomere with dark vision. Damaris with dark vision, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's the 2 of you.
That fucking improved dark vision too from the Gloomstalker thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see like whatever 60 feet or
Yeah, you get like 30 foot added on. It's more of
80
just a distance than a quality or changing the effect.
Hey, what's up, Ben? How's it going? Welcome
Um,
in. Welcome in. Thanks for
And
hanging
you're right,
out.
kind of at that spot. You're not in.
Playing a little Dungeons
you're not
Dragons
in pitch
tonight.
black. You're not even in, mostly dark because there are windows. It is daytime. So you can see around.
Make sure to go follow Ben.
It's kind of like if you ever had a night vision camera around.
He just hit 100
it's
followers, I
just
believe,
enough
according to
night
his
that
Instagram.
it's not really sure which way to go. If it should turn on the infrared camera side or leave it as natural
Sure, check out
light.
his streams. They're funny. Streams Fortnite.
One of my oldest cameras does that constantly in the evening, and it can't ever decide. You just hear this click as the infrared lights go off and on, and it can't make up its dang mind. So Damaris, Hollomere, you're just kind of freaking out a little bit for a minute.
Nice
Your
musky.
eyeballs.
It has
and
been
your
a
brain
minute.
can't decide which one to go for.
That's
you
good.
got
That's
like
good.
one in each mode and trying to use it, and it's freaking you out a little bit. But yeah, with that check, I think you're able to kind of just get the layout of the room. The front display area is this way. You got your storage right there. This is kind of where your employee
Hey, man, I'm glad to
or
help.
your
I'm
owner
glad to
would
help.
stand back here and do business.
I loved your
and
vibe.
check people
I'm
out.
excited to help you get
And the
meet your
layout
goals.
is just a little bit off kilter. Like there's just a little bit missing in the shop based on how wide and deep the thing should be.
Yeah.
You kind of you go around and you try the classic, looking under the counter for a button or something, and all you find there is, maybe a dagger or something, but it's a freaking wig shop. It's not exactly high security. You keep looking around and you manage to find that in the locked case of the highest end dandy mops, there is a switch behind one of the ones at the bottom of the showcase, and you flip that switch, and it kind of triggers a little bit of a mechanism off to the back corner in the storage area, and kind of pops.
That's bad.
A
That's
lock,
bad, Muskie.
in the corner on the floor. The 2 people who are in that area hear this odd kind of scraping, Who is that?
You're good.
Morton.
You're good, man.
Roselle? No, Morton's.
I love it.
I forget.
I love
yeah,
it, man.
Morton's
Serena,
Serena.
yeah.
So it's actually Dungeons and Dragons. I could have
Yeah,
sworn
So
Morton
yeah,
I
and
you
heard
two
Serena.
are
Baldur's
sitting
Gate
in
is
the
Dungeons and Dragons.
storage right by the back door, just kind of
Yeah, so
waiting.
what we're
holding your
doing
breath,
here is we're in the middle of a
and
campaign in the
you know, kind of
tabletop
next to
Dungeons
you
and
in the
Dragons.
corner,
We're just doing it virtually
you
through
get
a
just this
tabletop website and Discord.
on the floor. It kind of shifts.
And Baldur's
in
Gate does
maybe
follow
2-foot square.
the D&D rules for the most part. I
section
just
there.
started playing that this weekend, so yeah, it pretty closely follows the way that D&D
Doesn't
works.
open up
kind of.
fully, but it definitely
As far
has
as the dice
activated
rolling and
something
stuff like
there.
that.
Yep, we make a noise into the thing, a nice low noise
Yeah.
into the sending stone.
I was actually
Yep.
picturing more of a squeal, but yes, a squealing noise.
To each their own.
I'll just come back with a yes.
The basic lock on this, is it pretty easy to engage from this side?
On the back door? Yeah. That's where it's meant to be locked from.
Mort would lock it.
It's a little sticky. After her failed check, the basic lock is a little bit off, but
Yeah,
you managed to kind of give the door a good shoulder check and get it to engage.
No. Mort wouldn't do anything that requires work like that. He's dealt with situations like this. If it's not a quick, easy thing, he's not putting a shoulder into it just because that's going to draw a lot of attention.
That's pretty cool. Fun.
Yes, but we would have closed the door, so somebody would have closed it. You just wouldn't be able to turn the lock.
Yeah, I finally got talked into it.
Is the other lock
I've
quick
been-
and easy for us to engage from this side as well?
I've been playing D&D for like 3 years now.
The aftermarket
Maybe closer to
deadbolt
4.
is
And-
keys on both sides.
And
So,
actually, no, it's been
no
more like
key
5 actually. Now I
in
think
the
about it.
lock
But anyway,
slot.
and I was putting it off, and then finally a streamer talked me into it. So I got it on Saturday, and I played it literally all day Sunday. Like half of my 30 hours was playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, yeah. So we just.
But
notify
if you
the
haven't
others
played
through
D&D
the
before, it
sending
is a
stone.
good introduction on kind of how that works. But yeah, I love playing D&D with new players. They're always fun, and they always come up with ideas that you don't think of.
Something
When you're playing D&D for a long time, there's kind of a formula you get into on how to handle situations. But when you get some fresh blood in there of people who haven't done it before, you get some fun sessions.
What are you gonna be?
Yeah, D&D. I wouldn't say it's hard to learn. There's roleplay the math part of it's not that bad. It's the roleplay aspect you got to get used to. I don't know if that's really learning though, as much as just kind of jumping in and doing it.
So you're in the Dandy Mops.
Yep.
You've already explored the Dandy Mops shop, and now you've got something that's popped in the back room.
Yes.
What? I guess we'll go look at that first then. What is it? Is it a path?
Yeah, it's a little bit more. Once you get back there, you see that you can kind of slide. One of the shelves is built, so you wouldn't notice it. But you can kind of slide one of the shelves a little bit out of the way, and then the floor right there has a sliding, something of a trap door that you can, kind of push down and slide out of the way, and it drops down to a ladder.
No.
Well, if Roselle wants to be Cat, then I'll carry her down. If not, then I'll go down there first, and then we'll get a lay of the land down there. Or at the very least, stick my head down and see what's going on. Make sure there's no one standing right there.
Before you go down, I would grab a silver piece out of my thing and cast light on it, and just hand it to you and say, if you need light, just open your hand up.
Yeah, maybe I guess I like the dark better myself, but I'll put it in my pocket.
There you go. And then we need it. We have it.
Yeah, because I was just thinking that cat doesn't have dark vision, so I don't know. You know, it'll be
Yeah.
hard to see.
If only she had a color, I could like that.
We might have one of those next door.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go back there again.
I don't think you want to go back there as a cat.
That's the
Yeah,
best one
definitely
yet,
not.
Muskie. That's the best one yet, Muskie.
Or maybe you do.
Come on
whatever,
down
I
to the
guess, I don't
Mandy
know.
Mops. It's a wiggy shop and it's very unholy.
No, no, no.
Whoa, shit.
That's the best one yet.
All right. What do I see down there?
I'm trying to get these dang things to work. I don't like this. Sorry, my layer is goofing up. I want to make sure the darkness is on.
Do we want to take a quick 2-minute break then? Will you?
Yeah, you take a break real quick. I'm going to make sure these things are on. Oh, it's probably dynamic lighting that effed it up. Yeah, just swing on back. Here's
Be right back.
in a minute, and we'll get on with it.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, guys, we're going to take a really quick break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes here. Don't go anywhere.
There it is.
I just realized I was muted that entire time.
Fucking.
But yes, we're back. Sorry, guys. Yes, we're back.
There you go.
Muskie, yes, I do that all the time, is what I was just saying, but I was muted and I didn't realize it.
You feel like it's
We do
just
that on
about
road
to
trips.
fade away.
Sometimes we'll change the words of songs
Right.
on the go.
That's why I was like,
Rad,
oh,
that
no,
was the
okay,
one
so
break
got
for the
this,
night,
and
so
I'll
yes,
use it anyway.
I am back from
Yep.
that though, and we'll be
So,
we're back
Yeah,
for the next
it's a door.
half hour, 45 minutes or so.
Doors open, doors close.
But yeah, welcome in.
It feels like a door, at least.
Feels like a door. Smells
We
like
got
a door.
inside, but it is very
Tastes
dark
like a
in here.
door.
God, I wish I was there to ask him why he was licking doors.
You could be there too.
I literally just watched you lick that door back there, so I don't want to hear none of your shit. I'm doing exactly what you just did to investigate that last.
Definitely,
So-
you're having a conversation with yourself, but
Oh yeah, no. I'm thinking this too. Like fucking, she would be asking me what I'm doing right now. I'm like, I'm doing what you fucking just showed me. I'm just doing what you showed me. It looks good. I think this is a perfect door. Best door
Pretty good.
ever.
Is that why you were making out with it?
Oh, you guys. Oh, you're here now, huh? If you were gonna show up, you know, that's all. I don't know.
the cat's just fucking meowing at him. Meow!
She's licking the door with me.
Should we leave you two alone? Or...
Harris comes in and is like, what?
The fuck? What did I get myself into?
I licked the door too?
I mean, there's probably some cats that would lick doors.
Fucking schnozberries, bro.
Oh god.
Looks good to me, I don't know. Shall we continue?
Yeah, and good enough for me.
Right?
I'll open
Palmer,
it.
you feel good about the door. It tastes good. It smells good. You put your hand on the door and you open the door. And
You
the
roll for
smell that you were smelling is you wish you were still smelling because now it smells bad.
Oh.
Like so bad that it starts to waft up the stairs bad, or just BO mild
yeah.
bad?
I mean, you opened this door and you kind of broke the seal. It's not like it was an airtight friggin' vault door or anything, but what stench was being kept on the other side was not anymore.
You
We've
know how
been-
cats gag when they get like they smell certain things? Like they're about to throw up? That's what I'd be doing.
Hairballs all over the fucking ground.
We've been
Yeah.
spending a lot of time in the swamp lately, and I'm from the woods, you know, so is it like shit smell, or is it humans' filth? Dead bodies? What are we catching here?
Why not all three, you know?
Oh god.
Nice.
You kind of, as you open the door and you get that stench and that just smell, you kind of realize like, okay, we were in a building and we went down 2, 3, a little bit, you know, like, oh crap, we're in the sewers again.
You know, maybe Damaris, we should maybe holler at the other two and keep them a little bit closer, just because if we're in the sewers, then we have a chance to run across our buddies, and we shouldn't be too far apart if that happens.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think that's a good idea.
So if you want to pop up and tell
I-
them to come up,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go in the next room here.
I'll pop up and I'll kind of give them. I'll be like, come, follow us.
Sure
I just
enough.
love putting us in the sewers, dude. It's been my goal the whole game somehow.
This was the only way you were gonna do it.
I'm trying to make us into the Ninja Turtles.
There we go. We'll give you a little more of the map there. You've got dark vision, dim light. I mean, you got light in your pocket, but you'd stay in your pocket. Roselle, it's dark. Damaris, are you coming down the stairs?
Yep.
Great. Now you're there too.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant. No. Yep. No.
All right. Serena's there. Everybody's there. Happy times.
Happy,
No,
joy,
not
joy.
happy times. This place smells like shit.
No, it smells like lilac and gooseberry. As I'm casting prestidigitation over and over and over again.
The real reason I had him come along so I could quit smelling this shit. Please bring Mort's fucking beautiful flowery smell down here. Alright, I'll step into that next room and take a better look around, I guess.
Sorry, Ian. I think I just misclicked something and sent you an invite to a random server, so you can just ignore that.
Did
Yeah.
lilac smell so much he invited you somewhere else?
Yeah, baby.
I already said no to the furries, damn it.
All right, marching order. Who's going out first? I
Well,
gave you visuals. Figure it out.
I guess I'm holding the cat still, so I'll step through with Roselle.
I'll follow him. Perhaps it'd be a good idea to let the cat hold the coin in its mouth and take the lead.
Yeah, but I want to try to stay a little ways away because I can be almost completely invisible in the dark to most things, or to some things. So I don't want the light to fuck me up too much. But some good shadow might be good.
Fair enough.
Also,
How
I'm
about
wondering,
this? And the light in your pocket turns off.
I'm wondering if you guys should just wait one room behind us kind of thing. So as soon as we know something's good, sneakily, then you guys can come in and we'll just move on to the next spot.
I can live with that.
So we're never too far away from
Sorry
each
guys, I
other,
don't know what
but
happened. I'm
also
fixing it
never,
right
like,
now. I think
too
I was at
piled up
748
together,
last
like
time
we
I
were
said
that
it, so
one
I'll just put it back
fucking
on
time.
that.
You know?
There's your cat.
I don't know what I did. I was in here checking something and it must have...
Cat Roselle.
There we go. Good enough. Sorry about that.
Then simply let us know through the stone when we should enter the next room.
Totes, brotes. Alright. Roselle, I'll follow you.
Alrighty.
Roselle, are you running with the light in your mouth then?
Yeah, I'll just
The-
hold it in my mouth like a mouse.
The cats don't have any kind of dark vision at all?
No.
We
Nope.
already established this? We already established this. I remember asking that exact question. Sorry. I'll just stay like maybe... How far does that light cast again?
Let me pull it up.
Was it 30 feet?
You know, I almost did dynamic lighting on this thing. Yeah, so it's 20 foot of bright, 20 more feet of dim.
Damn.
But it's in her mouth, so it's like a hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really gonna go behind her. I'm still gonna stay like 30 to 40 feet behind her, depending on which way the light's facing, kind of thing. If she's like looking back at me, I'll slow down and stay 40 feet behind.
Yeah, can you see that obnoxious big bright light?
Yep. Well, for once not covered, yes. But yes.
Great. So that's what the light bright shines out to from Roselle. Give or take a little directionality from the mouth hooded lantern situation.
Yeah, it's kind of like laser cats. Musky.
Yeah, then I'm gonna start making my way this way.
Yeah, as you continue, you see this. Gotta double check this thing.
Into the sending stone, you just hear, "Tell her to hiss loudly if the light needs to disappear."
All right. So yeah, you're in the sewers. You're walking along the sewers here, which the stench is, foul. It's fresh sewage. I don't know if that changes anything for your mind and your immersion there, but it isn't stagnant, which maybe is good.
Ew.
I don't know. As you continue, you
Mostly
review. Sewer goes there, and the sewer branches.
I definitely don't want to walk through it, so I'm just gonna keep going down this way a little bit.
Down, down, down. And it seems to keep going.
So, guys, are we gonna keep moving up? I will whisper to Mort and Damaris. Because I don't know how far away the cat is or Hollomere is, so I'm just asking, are we gonna keep moving up or...
They were going to message us when it was time. Perhaps if one of you has a torch, we can use that, as I'm not able to concentrate on many things at once.
I don't. No, I don't think
If I
have
keep
one.
going down, is there any sort of other, I guess, walkways along the sewage? Or is it just...
I mean, you're on a nice little platform that's running along the sewage. You haven't seen any other forks in the tunnel in the system. And the one that you did see does not have a walkway.
Got it.
It's kind of a secondary branch of the sewer.
So then I'd make my way back up to this, I guess, opening of the next line of sewage, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be as grossed out as I might feel because I haven't been in this type of, it's been a minute since I've been in, woodland life. I'll be grossed out for a little bit, but I'll eventually just think it's just like thick, stinky mud, and just make my way through it. Hey, cat. Or is it too
Yeah,
deep?
so you kind of on this walkway, this bridge, basically, as it kind of goes over the edge there, you look left and decide, yep, that feels like the right thing. And in cat mode, you just kind of go for it. You try to find a way to kind of daintily go down, but you splash down into it. It is deeper than a small, slopping puddle. It is actually a little bit of a flow and some depth to it. So you're kind of swimming.
Got it.
That makes this chocolate ice cream milk that I'm drinking. So thank you for that mental image.
Yeah.
Bad
Oh,
choice.
Sorry.
That was great.
Yeah, I'll just keep,
Kitty paddling
yeah.
forwards through the tunnel.
I'm gonna follow her. I'm gonna try to stay a little bit closer in case when I notice that she's swimming, I'm just gonna try to stay a little closer.
So you see her kind of cat jump down daintily into the thing. Maybe as you were expecting, a little bit less content in the underfoot. Why don't you make a either a Constitution save to see if you can hold back the scream, the the kind of the cat screech, or you could make a wisdom save. Yeah, either Constitution just to like force your mouth shut so it doesn't speak, or wisdom to try to kind of overpower your shock of suddenly being swimming in the refuse.
Ooh, I see wisdom. That's way better for me.
Okay. That's enough to have maybe prepared yourself. You kind of jump down off the bridge, dash against the wall, trying to do a little kiddie parkour, and instead of landing in a puddle of it, you realize suddenly, splash, you're swimming in it. But you hold strong and you do not yelp out. Hollomere, when you follow the cat, I mean, it's a cat. It could be, 6 inches deep, and the dang thing would have to be swimming. Do you try to lower yourself down into it gently? Try to be dainty about it and try to keep your nuts above the level of the fluid, or
Yes.
what's your strategy?
I would probably just lower myself down.
It's a very uncomfortable moment when you okay, it's like a foot deep because it's a cat. Who cares? You hold on to the bridge and the edge, and kind of slide your foot down the wall, and then it hits the surface, and you break the surface tension.
Like,
Thanks,
three
Bethany.
You kind of
quarters.
went
Thank you.
for it. You didn't want to torture yourself.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you make the
God
same
damn it,
save
that's-
then for either Wisdom or Constitution? Okay,
Nice.
nice. 22. You
Living
grit
this
your
shit.
teeth. You grit your teeth, just pop right into that, and it's a little bit surprisingly deep because you're expecting it to not be too bad, and then suddenly you're 2-3 feet deep in this muck, and you're following the cat.
I'll probably move up and scoop her up. And then we'll just go this way for a second. And see
So
what-
Roselle, you're kind of cat paddling forward through this, getting the occasional boost from a chunk of something, and from behind you hear sploosh, 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 and something is coming up behind you and grabs you. Do you allow it to, or Hollomere, do you kind of whisper forwards? You'd be like, all right, come here.
Yeah, cat
Roselle, come here.
Roselle.
How does this work?
I guess I'd probably be like, here, kitty, 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 I'll help you out this shit.
Roselle, please tell me you immediately jump on his head or something.
She shakes. She shakes like a
If it
dog.
was-
As
Yeah, just.
Oh no.
It's gonna be leaking down your neck.
No,
Everything
it would be
about
that.
this
If it
is
was,
wrong.
if it was a surprise grab, like he didn't say anything, I would have done something. But since he was nice and was said something, I'll keep most of the sludginess to myself if I can help it.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I guess, sorry, fuck. I'll do, like a little whistle, like a...
You
into
have
the-
sending stone.
Yeah, into the sending stone. I'm gonna make a noise in there, you know what I mean? Not just say your name.
That's understood.
Oh.
And I'll look to the others and go, I guess we're into the area.
Move up to the T in the road, or move up into the crossroad here, not the crossroad, but the branch off, and wait for us there on the bridge, please.
Okay.
And then we'll go forward a little more here and see what we got going on. Maybe to here.
Okay. What's the deal with the light? Is that still mouth? Is cat mouth just like open like a lantern on your shoulder, or do you turn it
I
off?
mean, I would like to have think that she didn't have her mouth open while we were in the water and stuff, so she probably has it closed still. But
Barf.
I can see. She
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna check on that.
can.
Well, thank God you picked her up then, because she's just going blind, swimming through this shit.
Literally, like, let me set the
Like
scene for
nose
you.
up as far to the ceiling as I can. Like don't dip your face in. Don't
Just
dip your face in.
cat swimming, literally, entire body and shit.
I mean, she had a good wisdom save though, so she held
Yeah.
her own in that shit, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that she didn't throw up and then try
didn't-
to
Yeah.
eat it or something.
I didn't slurp up any sludge on my swim.
I'd
None of
say
that.
I want to trust your instincts on this, but maybe we'll just go the other way for a bit and we come back this way if we have to. But we need to go get cleaned up.
And as you're thinking that, you do see kind of at the edge of, 40, 50 feet, you do see a change in the wall. The walls change a little bit there, as far as maybe there's an out.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll go here and see what does it look like from there.
Yep, so that, I mean, as the one who opened the previous door, this is a similar sewer access door. Looks kind of like the same little bit. There's a little landing and a steel, I don't know, steel, iron, whatever door.
You know what? I'm gonna go and see what it looks like and see if I can see where it leads out to. First, I'm gonna go up to the door, I guess.
Okay, there's about a 1 foot ledge up in that spot. You could step out of the filth.
I don't. Whatever. I don't know. I can't see what's going on there. It's still blacked out for me. But I'll go up to the door and listen and see if I can hear anyone on the other side, I guess.
Okay, perception check then at the door. 14.
From both of us, or
Yeah, if you're up there, you can stand up on the actual ledge. Roselle, Cat, and Hollomere is kind of behind you, half leaning awkwardly up onto it, trying to hear as well. Let's see.
Sorry, that was everybody should roll a perception or just those two?
No, just those two, because they're
Yeah.
at the other door.
okay, actually, it's just a +1.
+1, so
Oh
13.
no, +3. Sorry, +3. Skills are perception and stealth, so I got a +3.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got a 23 if you guys did it with advantage, but
Hard to help someone else hear better.
What? Just kidding.
Okay.
Guess that's how my parents helped me hear better.
Why don't you both make a Constitution save right now?
Okay.
You got me that time, you son of a bitch.
Oof.
God damn it.
Okay. So yeah, you hear at the door, you listening. You don't see any light or anything. You kind of, with the light maybe of the cat for the moment up on the ledge, you're able to see that there used to be a lock, but this door has long since been rusted. So the lock mechanism, like the whole situation that should be keeping it up and closed and locked, has pretty much just been rusted out. You can tell that there's no deadbolts or anything additionally that you can see. You don't hear anything really from the other side. There's the occasional dripping sound of just fluids falling off of Cap and Elf, but
Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I
You
could
hop up
swim.
onto
Did
the
you
ledge and push it
practice your
open?
mole?
Yeah.
okay. As you do that, it does make a very loud squeal on the extremely
Well,
rusty hinges.
So I guess that was my question, because my plan would be to like just crack it so that a cat could fit through to go look to see what's going on. But if when I started to move it, I feel a lot of resistance because I know it's rusty. I'm not gonna fucking sling her
I mean,
open.
it's not resisting necessarily. It's just extremely loud hinges. They are not well oiled, but it is not. You're not breaking away decades of rust and making this door move for the first time in forever. So
Well,
mixed bag. You
I'll
can
still-
stop
I'll
it
stick
at just
with
enough room for a cat to kind of squeeze its
I'll
skull
stick with the
through.
crack. I'll stick with just a little cracky action and send her through. Maybe, depending on what goes on with that Constitution thing.
He's fucking passed out.
Great. Roselle, roll a d4 for me, quick.
Okay.
Thank you. So you crack the door just a twee, get a nice loud squeak. Reveal. And you see a short hallway. Are you using your light in the mouth?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you would see just a little further than that.
Would whisper to her, just get a quick idea of where this might come out, but don't go too far away. Let's get back to them as soon as we can.
I wish I could use like one of my fingernails as like a thumbs up. I don't know if it's really a thing.
Switch
So I'll just do
tail
like a
to the-
nod. Yeah, I'll just do like a nod, and then yeah, I'll just kind of take a few, like go up a few feet, and just kind of look around at my surroundings. Is it just a one long hallway?
Let's see, to be sure here, what's your... So you walk towards this way, you're focused fairly forward in your cat, so you're low level on the room. B6, I'm gonna double open up that, I can read it. 5, B5. Oh, that's garbage. Yeah, it's a little bit rough. It's not clean, right? There's rubble, a little bit of rubble there. There's some. It does open up into the next area a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little bit more there. On the side here, you see the door. There is a wooden door to the side there that's closed. And the room you're in is just kind of really rough shape. Some slightly collapsed.
Thanks for the pesky
walls,
fart.
like nothing structurally
Musky.
dangerous, just very poorly maintained, dirty. And make a perception check, and I will see if you see more.
+3 is
5 plus 3, probably on a perception.
8. Yep.
You're focused on bigger picture. You're in cat mode. You've got this coin in your mouth. It's a little bit hard to keep your mouth open a little, but keep it going. And you're looking in this new room. You see that it does keep going up past this.
To risk myself getting into any possible danger, I don't want to go any further alone. So I'll make my way back to Hollowmere. Just sneak right past out the door again that I came through.
The door, after a minute or two, comes cat. Le meow.
Le meow meow.
So those wigs I grabbed earlier, is there a way I can bunch them up enough that I can hold this door open to the point where a cat can fit? Because I don't want to close it and lose my progress on sound in case we come back this way later.
You could certainly try to stuff it into the hinge area, right? Just so that physically it can't close back without somebody removing the wigs, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Sure.
I just don't want to lose my progress on the noise, you know, because if I got to go a little bit more, you know, it's as bad as the whole thing. And then I'll scoop up the kitty cat and make my way to Mr. Clean down there.
All right.
Is there more behind us too, by the way?
Oh,
behind
short answer, no. It does keep going.
Okay. And then I'll go beg for Mort's help here. For we are in dire need.
Well, for the sake of time, 11:15, maybe we bring you all back together at the bridge approximately.
Sounds good.
And see what happens next. Hollowmere's and Roselle. We don't know what Roselle has seen as in Cat, but Hollowmere and Roselle went down the way, explored a little, and then they're coming back for reinforcements.
That's it. I think that works.
Indeed.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Well, before we end the night, I'll make sure we get Mort to help us out with this shit.
Yeah.
Get more in there.
I don't want to leave Hollowmere covered in shit for a whole week.
Oh, you're getting prestidigitation before you even finish getting to us.
Yeah, as soon as you see me, you're like, oh my god, what the fuck?
End the session as Hollowmere and Roselle close within prestidigitation range and just immediately start getting cleansed of their sins.
You know, since she's a cat, there's really only one way to clean her, Mort.
If she wants that, she can go next door.
God, you guys are fucking special.
That entry right there is probably a back door into that place.
Yeah, Roselle's having to constantly resist the urge to clean. Cat mode, man. You're in deep in the cat mode. You're method acting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's those strange instincts that say you're dirty, gotta get clean. Gotta get clean. Gotta get clean.
Is that a performance check?
I was gonna say, like in the old, it'd be like a willpower. It's a wisdom save just to hold.
There you go. Yeah.
Hold your strength of will to
Not
do what you want to do.
You're right, Muskie. You're right.
All right, so next time to decide what we're gonna actually do from here going forward.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Is go forward.
Yep.
Keep moving forward.
Go for a swim.
Well, we haven't really just explored down there, right?
Nope, we immediately turned down the disgusting sewer-ridden
Yep.
pathway.
And they just dove right into taking a nice little jaunt through the sludge.
The easy
Been a
path
little-
is almost never the right one.
There you go.
It will make me laugh though if you guys needn't have like literally bathed in shit. Sorry, just a little bit. To be a slight
Well, you
chuckle. I will also laugh at the fact that I was eating this chocolate milk thing that.
I'm actually going to be raiding out here,
That's
Muskie, in
kinda
a
like
second.
little, like, safe spot.
Appreciate you hanging out
Yeah,
tonight. We're
future.
just wrapping up the
Nobody
session
goes
here.
there. It potentially could lead out to a place that's safer to exit than the wig shop that belongs to the guy we're here to fuck around with.
Yeah.
So it might have been shitty, but it was a shitty back door we found him to get out of here.
So I'll wait till we get this ironed out.
Or that's the way I'm gonna fucking think of it until fuck out of this sewer.
All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. It's been a blast. This is a fun stream. Thank you, Muskie, for chatting with me and let's see, quoting Star Wars, the dirty jokes, love it all. Thank you, Ben, for hanging out. Just thank you everybody who was in chat. Rad was in chat. Thank you anybody. Caitlin was here. Just want to make sure I get everybody. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Next stream is going to be on Pesky's stream. Tomorrow is she's going to be playing some Jackbox. As she usually does on Tuesdays, so make sure to tune in for that. I'm very excited. Thank you so much for the support with the fundraiser. This is a very dear cause to both Pesky and I, so we're very excited for all the support we've been getting for it. But with that, we are going to go ahead and raid out to my friend Queen of Kings. She's kind of Pesky and I's neighbor. She's playing some DBD, and she's awesome. So make sure to check her out. Use these raid messages when you talk to her. Spread the love. Tell her I said hi. Good night, everybody. Yeah. So and then I'll be live again, and Pesky will also be live again on Wednesday for the podcast. So make sure to tune in for that. Here's a little blurb on the happy hour as well. But yeah, I'll stop talking your ear off. We'll see you guys later. Have a great night.